Okay. So can you see the other set of activities like close tab? So whichever the specific tab you attach to or launched, it belongs to that particular tab alone. And that particular tab alone will be closed when you're using close tab. Okay. So it doesn't require any input. So whatever the specific attached window, that particular browser window will alone will be closed. Okay. So close tab, go back, go forward, home doesn't require any input. Like it just how you do normally in a browser. Like you click back, you go back to the previous websites. Click forward, you will go back to the forwarded to the website which you are already in. If you click on home, it navigates you to the default browser URL that you have set up in the page. Like when you click on the home, it will be loaded google.com. If it is Internet Explorer, it will load MSN. Like similar way. So just it doesn't need any input. It's just an activity that you're placing it in. Clear? Go back, go forward, close tab, and other things. Okay. Suppose from one website, I need to navigate to another website. So there I will be using navigate to, drag and drop navigate to. So this will help me to navigate from one website to another one. So it has to be placed inside the do activity. Okay. So in between the double quotes, you have to give another URL. So in between double quotes, type yahoo.co.in. So now what happens? It loads Google page, clicks on the search, and then it will be loading Yahoo page. Now click on the play, close the browser, got it. So navigate will help you to move from one website to another website within it. Okay. Now come back. Okay. So now can you see set web attribute there in the left side? Set web attribute. Drag and drop above the click input. So basically, set web attribute is nothing but, as we aware of it, all the browser page in the HTML, that means in the Internet Explorer or any browser. So each browser page has the HTML codes, and each HTML codes has its own set of attributes. If I want to modify any of the attribute value during the runtime, then I will be using this set web attribute. So now go to your browser page. That means load google.com page, google.com. Okay. Now come back to the UI path. Indicate the search area. That means the search input which you fill it up, right? Highlight that. I said the search. Where do you fill the value? Yes, click on that. So now we can set the value apart from typing in. So previously we used type into, which will help us to fill. This, what we're gonna do is to update the value from the attribute. So we're not directly doing it. In the background, we are setting the value and then it'll be running in the background. So to fill a text box value, we need a double quotes. So we're gonna change the value attribute. So in the attribute, in between double quotes, type value. So in the below, what is the value that we have to set for the text box C? For text box, we have an attribute called value, which will fill the default value in the text box. Okay. So now in the below value, that text must be quoted in between double quote search training. So previously you're setting the value as UiPath, and this time you're making the search for training. So now run the program. So first it will fill UiPath, and then with the background we will change the value to search training, and then it will continue with the search. Okay. Now just click back. You can see the search results. Okay. I think you can disable the navigate to. Come back to UiPath. Right click the activity of navigate to and disable it, and then run the program. Right click navigate to, disable activity, close the browser, and then rerun the program. Come back to UiPath. But it should be going for search training. Why did it go? Can you close the browser and rerun it once again? Close the browser and click on the play. I think the value is not getting filled up properly. Something is wrong with that. Scroll up. Wait. Scroll to the top where you're using the type into, right? Delete that. Type into. Yeah, delete that. So now save, close the browser, and run the program. Okay. Now we got it. So the set web attribute, like if suppose I want to find what are the attribute for a element is available, can you come back to the browser page? Click back. So now the text box is there, right? Right click the text box. Can you see inspect? Click on that. So this is a way, one of the way to see around the details. So whatever you are seeing in the brown highlight in the blue, so those are nothing but attributes, and you can change any value during the runtime to any of these attributes with set web attribute. I wanted to take that to fill the value, so I use set web attribute for an input text box to fill the value. So you can choose the same thing for another one also here. Okay, clear?
Can you give another example?
Okay, come back to the UiPath Studio now. So that is about, and can you see refresh browser? So that will help you to refresh the web page. That means reloading the web page once again. Okay. So next, what we're gonna do is go through elements. Okay. So can you go to the browser page? So now we're gonna fill up the values. Okay. Now in the right side, in the bottom, can you see an X mark and click on that to close the inspect window? Can you see an X mark in the right side?
This one?
Yes, click on that. So load search for BP travel. BP travel. Login and enter. The first link, click on that. So we're gonna use this. The username and password is admin. So both should be the same way. What you're giving the username, the same has to be the password. In the left side, click on create code. So now we need the necessary fields here. Okay. So now we're gonna see the elements updation, how we're gonna do. And this elements activity, if you keep in browser, it works for browser. If you keep it in Windows, it'll work for Windows. Okay. Right now we are gonna work with the browser. So let's do that. Come back to UiPath, create a new sequence and name it as fill values. Okay, so now we're gonna try filling up the values in the screen which we are at. So first thing is attach browser because my screen is already running. So drag and drop attach browser. Indicate on screen and select the window. Scroll down. So now in the do activity, we're gonna use the activities to fill. In the left side, collapse browser and expand element. Can you see control there? Expand control. So this is what we're gonna use in order to fill the values. Okay. So similar to type into, we have set text. Can you see set text? Drag and drop it. So indicate on screen and select the name field in the browser page. Name field next to that. Name.
This one.
Where do you see name? Yes, that's the one. Click that. So now in between double quotes, give a value that is to be filled down in the page. So once after doing that, drag and drop a check in the left side. Can you see check? Drag and drop it. Indicate on screen and select the checkbox in the page. Yes. So now if I want to, this will do the check activity. If I want to uncheck a checkbox which is already been checked, in the right side, can you see action? There is a drop down. Right side. You are in the left side. Right side. Yeah. So that's the one. So if you want to check or uncheck, you can choose this option. Okay. So now can you see select item in the left side and drag and drop it? Indicate on screen, select some other page. Click escape. Okay, now indicate on the screen and select any field from a name or adult or children. Click on that. So in between double quotes, right? Select any value between 0 to 9. And this will help you to select the value from the drop down. Whatever the value it is, it will be replaced with a new value. Okay. So now next, can you see highlight? So this doesn't do anything. It just highlight the things. That's it. Okay. Indicate on the screen a particular element in the page. So from the drop down you selected. So in the highlight in the right side, can you see color? So you can choose the color and that color of highlight, it will be showcased. Okay. So next one is set focus. Drag and drop set focus. See, the set focus is nothing but basically when you're filling up an online form, what you will do, you will move your cursor to the text box, click on the text field, and then you start filling it. the same exactly, you're doing it here. Okay, that means you're selecting the value from the previous. So indicate any element present in the web page with that. Okay, so this will help you to set the focus to it. Okay, so get text, activate, check, highlight. So just practice on this one. Okay, so collapse the controls. So let's see other set of controls. So now how we filled up the values, the alternative way is keyboard. In the left side, if you scroll a little bit down, you can see keyboard there. Okay, so this keyboard contains three activities. So it works in the pattern of how exactly you fill it in a keyboard in the screen. So when I say type into, which will help you to fill the values and then type the characters one after the other. Next one is type secure text. This is used to set the password. Okay. In order to set the password or something to the web screen, then you will use set secure text. Is it clear? So next what we have is, in case if you want to type password, then we will use type secure text. So this you will get the value from the asset. That means from Arcus data we get the credential, and that credential can be passed to here, which will be decrypted and write the value there. Okay. So suppose I want to use some shortcut keys, then I will use send hotkey. Can you drag and drop send hotkey? So you can use the combination. So combination like control is alt shift delete. So you can use the combination as per the requirement. Like if I want to save the file, I'll use control S and then the file will be saved. Something like that. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Expand mouse. So mouse has three activities: click, double click, and hover. So click and double click will be performed on the application once and second with another one. And can you see hover? So hover, what it does is it will, I can say, hover will just move the cursor to the application. It doesn't do any change. Okay, it'll get the coordinates and directly connects to the application. Okay, any doubts? Okay, in that case, then we can stop at this point. So same way, take up any forms in your screen. It can be a Gmail, Facebook, anything. Go for a sign up form and start trying out these activities there. Is it clear? You understood what are the activities, right? We saw under element. So you can use the combination. It need not to be a browser. You can even choose Windows also. Just try it out. Okay, for Windows, I'll send the application to Vijay. Vijay, please share it with everyone. Okay, so that the people can practice on that. So try out each and every activity and let me know if you get or if you don't get it. Is it clear?
Yes.
So practice on this two things. So let's go a little slow because these things are a little complicated on the for understanding. And this also plays a major role. So do it slowly, that's absolutely fine, but understand, practice on each topic and give me your feedback on that. Okay. So let me know. You can go through. and let me know. We can wait for a couple of minutes, and if there is no doubts, we can stop. And if there is any doubts, we can continue.
Logan,
Yes, tell me.
this Deepak Travel, we logged in right initially.
Hmm.
So while running this script, do we need to log in again or it will capture the existing page?
See, that depends on the screen. Okay. If I screen the start username password, do I need to fill for Gmail account every time? No. First time it will be asking. Second time it will be directly loaded to the output page because the login is saved. Okay. Same similar way we used for another set of activities also the same. Okay. So you can use those activities to complete the form in this one. Is it clear by everyone? Vijay, do you have any doubts? Edward, anyone? Very clear about the activities?
Yes, I think I'm good.
Okay, so just make the run, Vijay. So let's see the update thing happening on the screen. Go to the browser. You have closed it. That's the reason. So just log into BP Travel website because we have used attached window and not launch window. That's the difference. Attach window will help you to attach to the application which is already running. Launch is something different, which you launch and then do attach, then it is initial. Okay. So now stop the process and then rerun it once again. Come back to the browser. You can see the values are getting filled up. Go to the activity and see those checkboxes, values, drop downs. The values are being selected or not in the browser page. In the browser page. Okay. So practice on the same thing with as I mentioned few websites, right? Just same way try that. Okay. So tomorrow what we're gonna do is we're gonna see further on data scrapping and screen scrapping. Okay, basically data scrapping is nothing but anything of structured or unstructured data which we can extract it. Okay, so same we will be seeing the other way around also. Okay, so we can practice on this topics and tomorrow we can continue with the other set of things. So just practice on with the multiple application website. Okay,
Sounds good.
okay. So let's meet up then tomorrow on these things. So just practice on this, guys, because from here the topics will be little bit confusing. So that practice then and there so that we can avoid the conflicts in the end. Okay. So just practice on and let me know, or just give me a WhatsApp message if any doubts. Okay. And Vijay, I'll send you the Windows application so that same similar way how we have tried the browser application, the people can try out the Windows application. Okay, I'll send it through WhatsApp to you and just download the application and share it across others. Guys, just it's how we have spied. Same way you have to spy for the Windows application and try it out. Okay,
Sounds good.
okay, guys, let's meet up then tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Pete. Or thanks.